On September 29th, 2025, we pause to honor a remarkable array of lives that enriched our world in many different ways. From the heartbeat of journalism to the rhythm of jazz, from public service and faith to the artistry of poetry and performance. These individuals carried conviction, creativity, and compassion into every corner of their work. As we reflect on their journeys, we celebrate not only their achievements, but also the quiet, profound ways they touched others. Today, we remember them with gratitude, respect, and love. Edward Arrigoni spent his life moving people, not only by steering a major bus service, but by leading with foresight and responsibility. As a transportation executive with New York Bus Service, he understood that public transit is more than vehicles and routes. It is the artery of city's life, connecting communities and enabling opportunity, known for thoughtful planning and a steady hand. Arrigoni worked tirelessly to improve reliability and access. His legacy lives on in the thousands of daily commutes he helped make possible, and in a vision of transport that serves people first. Dragan Popovic carried his passion for soccer across continents and into American life. As a player and coach, he infused the sport with tactical insight, discipline, and a deep love for the beautiful game. His journey from his Yugoslav roots to U.S. fields was more than a career. It was a bridge between cultures. Popovic coached young athletes not only to win matches, but to grow in character, dedication, and resilience. His legacy lives on in every player he guided, and in the community he enriched with his commitment to the sport. Abby Rader made rhythms that spoke to the soul. As a jazz drummer, he played with sensitivity, spontaneity, and an abiding commitment to musical exploration. His beats were not just percussion, but conversation between his heart, his bandmates, and the audience. Over decades, Rader mentored emerging musicians, always encouraging improvisation, discipline, and authenticity. His legacy is the echo of cymbals, the pulse of a drum, and the inspiration he passed on to generations of jazz artists. Lally Weymouth pursued truth with courage, insight, and an unflinching curiosity. As a journalist for the Washington Post, she reported on world affairs, political turmoil, and moments of history with rigor and empathy. Weymouth understood deeply that journalism is a public trust, one that demands both clarity and compassion. Her interviews, her writing, and her dedication to uncovering stories that matter left a lasting mark on readers and on the profession itself. Her legacy is in every thoughtful report, every question with purpose, and every conversation she helped spark in pursuit of understanding. Catherine Barnwell dedicated her life to service and faith, bringing hope, compassion, and support to communities across the globe. As a missionary, she listened, taught, and cared, not only in distant lands, but in every place she went. Her quiet strength came from a belief that love and humility can move mountains, and that faith is most powerful when lived in action. Barnwell's legacy is woven into lives she touched, schools she helped build, and hearts she encouraged with her unwavering kindness. Patrick Murray brought joy, nuance, and energy to every role he played. From appearances in Only Fools and Horses to gritty performances in Scum and Quadrophenia, he showed range, depth, and a fearless willingness to embrace complexity. Murray understood that acting is not only entertainment, it is empathy made visible. His characters resonated because he believed in them fully, and his legacy lives on in laughter, in tears, and in every performance that followed in his steps. Brian Patton's poetry spoke to the everyday heart of life, with warmth, wit, and a fierce honesty. His stories and verses reflected love, loss, joy, and the small miracles of human connection. Patton's words moved readers across generations, reminding them that beauty lives in moments often overlooked. Beyond his literary gifts, he was a friend to other writers, a champion of creativity, and a believer in kindness. His legacy is in syllables that soothe, provoke, and invite reflection, and in every soul touched by his gentle truth. Today, we remember Edward Arrigoni, Margaret DePriest, Dragan Popovic, Abby Rader, Lally Weymouth, Catherine Barnwell, John Lucas, Patrick Murray, Brian Patton, and Alan MacDonald. Their lives traverse continents, professions, and generations, but all converge in the way they served, created, spoke, and inspired. From buses to drum beats, from newsrooms to cathedrals, from poetry to public service, they each left a legacy of connection and purpose. As we reflect on their journeys, we celebrate not only what they built, but the lives they touched. In their memory, we find gratitude. In their legacy, we find meaning. Rest in peace.